Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN, and today we've got a review for Matisse's show, his interview with Saeed. I thought there's a lot of gems for people that do social media, thinking about doing social media in terms of YouTube, obviously, and creating a platform and other things like that. And there was some key gems that I wanted to touch on that they were discussing. Now, big up to Matisse, big up to Saeed. It's Matisse's content. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Matisse unless you're living under a rock, or Saeed. Both of them massive platforms doing their thing, nothing but praise. But I felt like there was some key things that were discussed in this show that I wanted to highlight, that I wanted to go over, give my thoughts on. And big up to both of them, man. I watched both of their content. Both of their content is amazing. I think Matisse with the skits is very unique. Saeed with his own personality, says what he's got to say. Funny without even trying to be funny. Like, he's just naturally funny. He's naturally a very engaging content creator. Very hard worker, both of them as well. Very hard workers. You know what I mean? Can't take that away from them. You know what I mean? They work very hard to build their platforms. And, there's a lot that we can take, that I can learn from the things that they say and the things that they're doing. With me as well, with my move to Barcelona and the way that I'm going to put different content as well on top of the content that I'm making right now. I felt like, this was a great conversation. Very engaging. So let's get straight into it. You guys already know. Make sure you're liking and subscribing as well. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Matisse and Saeed if you haven't already, if you live under a rock. Make sure you're subscribing to both of them. Both the links are in the title. And let's get straight into it. Let's go.
When I see like the opportunity and the gap there, I thought, let me just take this risk, bro. And I'm glad I did it at that point. Yeah. So I think if I didn't do it at that point, never have done it. I'm not even exaggerating, bro. I would not be where I am today. I'm telling you, Matisse. Yeah. Because if I didn't take that leap of faith, bro, we would not be here. And you could say, oh, cool, but you're still good at what you do. Nah, because I felt like it's a moment, bro. You know yourself. It's a moment where you think, rah, pew. Or you kind of like, you make that graft. So that the whole of 2021, the start of 2022, it was just grafting. There was no money coming through, like to the channel to check right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What we're doing right now. Yeah. No sponsorship deals. No, God no. No graphics. No, we were just doing things just off the cuff. Yeah. It was very, very much like right now, just like pure and whatnot. And when I did it, like I said to you, that risk there was all about just grinding. Then now, that has allowed us to be where we are today, bro. Yeah. This hasn't come out of nowhere, man. No. People. You know what I'm saying? Like, Matisse, he's worked his way up to this, bro. And that is...
Let me just pause it there. I think that's really important what he's saying in terms of the leap of faith and, really believing in what he's doing, believing in what he's creating and the fan base that he's making. I think that's really important, that leap of faith, when you put all your cards down, all the chips on the table, and you say, yo, I'm going ham and I'm going fully dedicated to where I'm trying to get to. I think that's a great point, because it gets to a point where you can be very, how do you go to the next step? Especially Saeed, obviously speaking before about, being a teacher and everything, and then transitioning from being a teacher, big up to him, going uni, doing his thing, being a teacher, and then moving to being a full-time content creator. And like he just said, the checks ain't coming in. Everyone needs money to survive. Obviously, I don't know his personal business, and it's not my business. But for him to take that leap of faith and to be like, no, I believe in what I'm doing, I think that's very, very important. Very important to have that confidence, that belief, that work ethic on this platform to make it work. Because you don't work, you don't eat. Like my boy Lee said, you don't work, you don't eat. So you have to graft, you have to work, even when, not all the time you're getting all the views that you want, or you're getting you're getting out of it what you feel like you're putting in. Big up to him and to Matisse, because I think Matisse went uni. I don't want to, I think he went uni, done his thing as well. And, seeing, you're seeing friends and stuff, as men, you always got that pressure. You see friends and their life is going a certain way, and you need to, And you're thinking, well, you're believing in what you're doing, and to take that step to graft and to fully believe in what he's, and just go all in, that takes dedication. I'm sure there was a lot of birthdays missed, family occasions missed, time with family, time with friends, people, you know, no longer checking on you because you're so locked in into what you're doing. That is, you know what I mean? That is the level that I'm trying to get to. So hearing them both, but you know, hearing Saeed saying that and saying where it all started, and Saeed comes across very, very humble, you know, from where he started to where he's got to right now. I think you can do nothing but you got to be happy for my guy. Do you know what I mean? You got to be happy for Saeed. You know, I've spoken to him on limited occasions, obviously certain been on certain streams, but he comes across as somebody that he's worked so hard, but he's maintained so humble about where he's got to in this space. And him and Matisse, they both, I've never spoken to Matisse, but you know, that's important, man. Self-belief is extremely important in whatever you do in life, and believing you're gonna get there before you even get there. So big up to the both of them.
From the webcam days, I want to shout out to Logitech. Them shout them up. Logitech. What was the old one called? Mine was a C260.
I can't remember the code, but it was a Logitech webcam. 1080p. You stick it on top of the laptop. Little Dell laptop.
Yeah.
Little Yeti mic. Stand, bang,
bro.
Turn it on. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, little light, whatever, Bob.
Lights.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe not.
Yeah. If you got a little light,
maybe light from the bulb.
Brother. Sometimes I use my phone light, bro. No. So bad it was. Put it on the side there.
Yeah.
But like, it's one of them ones where like, you come from that time and you almost got to appreciate that's what made us, man.
Yeah.
That's what really, when you look at it, like, if we didn't do that, I don't think we'd appreciate what we have right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the real to you, like, we would not appreciate what we have right now.
You have to, because it's like going through, say, like, if you like a music artist and you find them at a certain point in their career, or really, if you really are into their music and you're into their artwork and what they produce, you want to go back and see what they were doing before they were discovered, or before they were made. And just to see that journey, no matter what point you get on that journey,
100%,
just to know that it's there, and it's documented.
Yes.
So like, I can go to your channel right now, I can go to your oldest videos, and I can see.
You can see,
bro. See the journey. You can do the same for me. You go on my oldest video, boy, it's mad.
The difference in quality, understanding, like just like ourselves, bro. Like, we were just like not talking the way we're meant to be talking. Like, it was just very, very raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I want to stop there because you know what they're talking about, the graft and the graft and the work that you have to put in to build a platform of any size. You know what I mean? And obviously, mine is nowhere near the size of them, of their channels. But that resonates with me because I remember, like, you know, being at work, risking getting fired, like hiding in a room, bringing this laptop, being in the room, using the NHS internet, and streaming. And the thing is, I'm so loud when I speak, doctors and nurses going by and they don't know where it's coming from, and I'm hiding, I'm saying, and streaming when I should be working. I'd make sure I'd get my jobs done, all my plumbing jobs, I'd get them done real quick so I could create time before lunchtime that leads into lunchtime. So if I do get caught, then I'm on my lunch, I can do what I want, it's my lunch break. And those graphs, like, you know, hiding at work, hiding in my car, hiding, like doing all this stuff to build a platform, like, the graft is real, man. And when they're talking about that, obviously everyone's got their journey, everyone's got the things that they go through. But like hiding at work, do you know what I'm saying? And going live on my lunchtime, going live when I'm in the car hiding, do you know what I mean? And going live when I get straight back from work, I haven't even had dinner, going straight live when I come back from work. All this graft, when they're talking about that stuff resonates with me because it is like that. You know, and at the time, people looking at you like, what are you doing? Like, what is this for? Looking at you like you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Maybe you before you had 1,000 followers, or you got 1,000, then you get 2,000, then you get 3,000, then you get 5, then you get 10. Do you know what I'm saying? Then people start realizing and respecting it. You know what I mean? Like, especially, I don't know their personal lives, and nor is it my business. But then when you have a partner as well, and trying to get your partner to understand what you're doing and where you're trying to go to and where you're trying to be at, and you know what I mean? And you're the only one that understands what you're doing, why you're doing it. Staying up to 3 a.m. streaming. Do you know what I'm saying? Doing late night streams to 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. Like crazy. Then waking up, going back to work. Bro, like the hustle to get to where you want to get to is very difficult. But you look back and you're like, rah, if you wasn't structured, if you wasn't focused, if you wasn't dedicated, like, do you know what I mean? And you have all sorts of things that happens in your life while you're grafting. Do you know what I mean? All sorts of things. You may need to change a job that pays your bills and stuff like that. It's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Like, real talk, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I remember those work streams fondly, bro. Yeah, bro. You know what I said? Like, grafting. Like, do you know what I mean? And missing time with loved ones and stuff like that. It's mad how you look back on those times and you like, rah, like you kind of like a sense of being proud in yourself of yourself and everything that you did. Even starting, like, I remember when I started, and actually I started in this room. I started before I actually bought my house. You know what I mean? I started in this room and like literally didn't even have a ring light, like didn't even have a proper light, just had literally a light bulb. So when they're saying all of that, like I remember that. And big up to the both of them, man, because it's from that graft. It's true what Saeed said. From that graft is where you grow your platform. Do you know what I mean? And now I got a ring light. Now I got 3 monitors. Now I got this camera, this mic, and all this type of stuff. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but I was filming in a cafe, bro. For the third podcast, you know, the Straight Journey podcast.
Yeah.
That's my original OG podcast.
Yeah.
We're filming in like a cafe, bro. Shout out to Fruit. They were just saying, yo, man. And there was people in the background. I didn't have a mic.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, when I look back here, I'm like, what was I doing?
Hey, big up Saeed. I didn't know Saeed was in the chat, bro. Hey, big up Saeed, man. Oh, listen, you're dropping gems in this video, man. You're dropping gems in this video. Do you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I want to say this, Saeed, yeah? I'm moving to Barcelona. It's a big, you know, when you said you're going to take that big leap of faith, this is my big leap of faith. Going to Barcelona to do Barcelona content, IRL streams, talking to Spanish fans, talking to them about Arsenal or about the Premier League and stuff like that, different type of content. And honestly, big up to you and big up to Matisse for this content, because smaller content creators like myself need to hear this, man, because it's really, it's motivating. Do you know what I'm saying? It's motivating to hear you guys speak like this and speak. And also, do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's just going to be content, bro. I'm telling you, I've told Lee, yeah, you better watch out, bro, because I'm going to be live more than him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The Arsenal shows in the morning, the IRL streams, and then late night gaming streams. We're going to be live all the time, man. Big up Saeed, man. And big up to you for always being a humble brother and always helping people. Do you know what I'm saying? Helping people, sharing the knowledge. You know what I mean? In this space, not everybody's like that. Not everybody's trying to help, man. You know what I mean? Not everyone's trying to help people. So big up to you, man. Do you know what I mean? Real talk, man. And big up to you and all the success that you got, because you deserve it, bro. Nah, trust me. Va a ser vida loca. Va a ser complicado. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, this guy always, the obrigado. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the obrigado stream. Now, big up Saeed, man. You know what I mean? Now, 100%. And we need brothers like you to show us that it's possible, man. So big up to Saeed in the chat.
Not even a little cheeky mic or something. Yeah. You know what, man? Everyone do what you got to do. We're just filming, guys. You don't mind. Brother, now you get out. Oh, there's lighting. Oh, there's an audio issue there. Oh, now we're our attention to detail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even just before starting this, we've got to sort things out. And, you know what I mean? That's all learning for us, bro. And I feel like it's just amazing, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I do love that part of it where we weren't worried about what we're doing,
because we were
but now,
naive to it. We didn't know
exactly.
Yeah.
But now
you know, you can't unknow.
Brother,
once you know,
brother.
Like, since what year is it? 2025, 2024. Since me, Skull, and obviously my girl, we will live together, right? Since Skull's come into my shout Skull, because oh my god, the leveling up and the like awareness that I have for like things now, and I'm still not all the way there because I can't set this up. But I know that it needs to be set up, and I know if you don't, you know, I know the levels. I can see the difference, bro. Once you're, you don't even need to know everything, because there's specialists for that. There's experts. That's why it takes a team when when you're trying to level up and improve. You always need more people. But just knowing that needs to be done, and someone that knows what they're doing needs to do that. Bro, once you know, and then you can't go back, bro.
You know, when they're talking about this, like, obviously I put up a very basic setup in terms of when I had my YouTube room at my house. That's something definitely I want to contact Saeed, Rants, You know what I mean? Lee, all the people that I know, you know what I mean? That've got their setup and everything else like that. When I get to Barcelona, once I get my place, I want to get the setup. I want to get the setup right, the lighting, everything I want right. I know this ring light is half decent, but getting a proper setup, you know what I mean? So that we're working well. Obviously, as well with the gaming, with the all of that type of stuff, you know what I mean? And actually, you know, invest even more into the channel, into the setup, into everything that I'm doing. You know, I think the setup at my old place was decent, but we need to level up, man. We need to level up because Saeed set up, Rance's set up, you know what I mean? Some serious setups, bro. So yeah, man, you know what I mean? Definitely have to shout them, man. You know what I mean? Have to shout them, man, with the setup, man, because it's true. The more you invest in the channel, the better. You know, like I'm not going to be using green screen anymore. I'm tired of using green screen. No more green screen stuff. Like a proper setup, you know what I mean? With the lighting, the cameras and everything else like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, let's continue.
And like I said, when you look at the set right now, it's like, that's something where we used to do filming for other people. Oh, I wonder how much that costs. I wonder how they do that.
Now you know.
And now you know, bro. Now it's a reality, bro. Yeah. We own this stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's ours.
Yeah.
We built it brick by brick, bro. And all of that kind of hard work you've been putting in. It's almost like it's something that you can say that you can own and you can keep forever as well.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Take whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Different bits of equipment. Don't get me wrong. The equipment is endless. But it's lovely, man.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Once you have it,
that's it.
That's the thing. Like ownership is key, because once you own it and you're not renting it or you don't have to borrow it or whatever, it's just like you can use it whenever you want. Like really, again, this is something that is mad unique that we have this to have these conversations. Really, it could be. Could have gone to a podcast studio, and that's very normal to do that. And we've had to do that, but just build it yourself if you can.
That's my next goal.
How blessed are we to even be able to even have the opportunity to do the building? You know, to have the imagination is you know, you have to have financials to imagine sometimes, because you can imagine, but if you cannot afford it, you cannot do it. So
shout out to Sam Ham, man. My first setup, I was like, oh, proud, man.
Yeah,
I just feel proud.
Yeah,
that first setup, man. And you don't understand how happy I was, man. It's like a newborn baby, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, like it's got aura. You know what I mean? It's got like, you look good, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I've never had a PC, bro.
Yeah.
To have a PC, to have a camera, to have lights, things flying over. I'm like, yo, man, I live for this, bro. Like from when we grind it up, man. It's just like it's.
I think that's important as well. Like ownership. You know, Saeed owns his channel. Matisse owns his channel. It's ownership. It's yours. It's yours to lose and it's yours to grow and it's yours to level up. I think that's so important, especially us as foreigners. Obviously, Matisse, I think he's African, if I'm correct. Saeed's African as well. I'm African. You know what I mean? Sons of immigrants to come to this country and build a platform and build your own community and build something, your own business. Because really and truly, it's a business what they've got. Do you know what I mean? And to have that ownership, that you're your own boss and that you're the one steering your life within whatever direction you got. I think we need to celebrate that even more. You know what I mean? And that also goes to the content creators that I don't like. Like at the end of the day, I'll never put down someone's work rate of what they've built. I'm not going to downplay that because I know it takes a lot to build that. But this is what we need more in the community for more of us to see. Do you know what I'm saying? To see that you can do it. You know what I mean? For me, I'm a type of person. If I see someone can do it and someone can achieve it and someone can get there, I'm like, yo, I can do it. That was my thing coming in. I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? And that is the thing, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need examples and you need to see people doing it. And then you go, yo, I can do it. If that person could do it, I can do it. We've got the same 24 hours. Do you know what I'm saying? All I got to do is hold myself accountable, put the work rate. But if they can do it, you can do it. You know what I mean? And that is the thing, man. So big up to them, bro, because ownership is the thing that you want in life. Your ownership of your time. Like one thing I've liked since I've, you know, become full-time is I've got ownership of my time. I don't have to check in with somebody and tell them, can I have a holiday? Can I have time off? No, I'm in control of my time. I'm doing what I want to do. And I think that's something that more of us to strive to as men, like strive to have ownership of your life, of your time, of the direction of where you're going. Nobody telling you you can't do this and you can't do that. And I know it's easier said than done, but bro, I'm telling you, bro, like that is the goal, man. That is the goal. Like when you're in charge of your own life. You wake up when you want, you work when you want. Obviously, you're gonna work hard, but you work harder when it's yours. Like honestly, like the drive that I feel going to Barcelona and then doing this like serious, it's mine and it's mine to lose. And I know that everything I put behind it is mine. And it's, do you know what I mean? It's different than when you're working for someone. It's their company, it's their business, it's their thing. Like honestly, like these are the things that we need to work towards, bro. Like that feeling is freeing, bro. You feel free. You feel like you can actually like, do you know what I mean? It's a level of freedom that you just don't get working for somebody, working under somebody. Do you know what I mean? And honestly, talking nothing but facts, man. You know what I mean? Honestly, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up Saeed. Let's continue.
And it's justified, it's deserved, man.
Yeah.
We both deserve it, bro. And that's why, you know, when the people watch us, we're like, yo, thank you for helping us get to this situation, man. Because we can't have done it without them.
No, impossible.
We put the content out.
Yeah.
They've got to watch
If
us.
it gets 0 views,
brother,
everything stops.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Be honest.
It's like a tube strike.
Be honest, yeah, bro. Be honest with you,
Yeah.
yeah. At the start, yeah, were you looking at the views and did it affect you? Be honest.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah, let's
because there was another thing that I was going to say about the grinding and the grafting and obviously like saving up for things, and that comes from, again, parents and maybe not having everything from the get-go and you know, not having all the luxuries. You said you just bought your PC.
Yeah.
When you was younger, I'm guessing you would have had to save for things.
Yeah, bro.
You know, you don't get whatever you want whenever you want. I remember having to save for an Xbox. I was selling donuts and cookies and Lucozades and Kool-Aids at school,
bro.
I'm saving up. My head teacher's coming and jingling my bells, my blazer. Yo, what's this jingle? Is this Christmas? Jingle bells? I'm like, brother,
let me have
my 50p's in peace, bro. What are you talking?
Bro, real talk.
And you're saving for months. Christmas, grandma might slide you a 20.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, grandma. You know what I mean? And then now we're getting the Xbox, and so we talk about cameras. Just being able to have the Xbox and you have to buy it yourself. Mum could have probably got that, maybe, I don't know. But you know, she didn't. So she said, "Yo, you have to save." All of these things help with the mentality of having to save and whatnot. So, yes, it's crazy, bro.
It's crazy, man. If you don't realize, even like playing the PS, the FIFA and all of that.
Yeah,
I was using a PS4 or 5 camera to then stream the video.
Yeah,
and the output. Then I realized there's something called what's a cap link.
Oh, the Elgato.
Yeah, Elgato, bro,
capture,
all of that. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And it connects, and then
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No one told me, because no one, obviously, we're going up. There's no one content creators like us. I'm thinking, how do we do it? PS5 camera. Let me look at that. Then I was doing it from there, but then I had to read the chat from the side.
Yeah.
So it's. I swear now, bro. Like now,
what he's saying there is actually funny, yeah, because this is the thing, like, you know what I mean. There's so many man like in the chat that will help you. You know what I mean? So many people that support your channel will help you. Like Yasser, you know what I mean? Like other people in the chat that have helped me, you know what I mean, do certain things like scoreboards and flipping overlays or whatever the case may be, like, or telling you, yo, North, if you want a game, do it off the PS5, get the capture card and stuff like that. That's where the community really, like, big up to the community, man. Big up to my community, all the communities, bro, because they really help you. Like when you need, you know what I mean? Like they will support the content. They'll be like, yo, this is how you do this, and this. Even the last stream that I was on, man telling me, yo, get the backpack thing for the IRL stream. Maybe it will help. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, it's one of them ones where you, like, honestly, the community is unmatched, bro. Like it's unmatched. Like the way the community help and the way they want to see you grow and the way they support and the way they're like, yeah, we'll tune in for this and that. Or if you want to, do you know what I mean? And big up to Saeed, man. It's true. Like as a content creator, you don't know all these technical stuff, you know what I mean? Unless you come from IT and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't know all of those technicality things. So the chat helping and saying, yo, do this or do that, or like get this, it will help you, or this is the mic you need if you're gonna do the IRL and that. And big up to the community, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like it's mad, bro. Because as a content creator, you don't know all these things. You learn as you go. It's absolute facts.
I can tell I'm a geek. Like I'm part of the geek community, though.
Yeah,
I'm a tech geek.
Yeah,
I don't care what anyone says. I might not know anything, but I'm thriving to learn. I'm thriving to understand what do I need next. Yeah. You know, so it's beautiful.
They be talking mumbo jumbo in all the YouTube tutorials and. You know, even the other day I was ordering an extra, because obviously the files would be massive for things like this.
But
you get an SD card, you need hard drives, all these things. I just see, As you speak about cam links, there's another cam link, or there's something that can hook up 4 cameras into the back end and it goes to the PC. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know
add that to the basket, bro. I'm gonna research that later, just because. You know what I mean?
Crazy,
bro. It never ends.
It's never ending.
It never ends.
Like I said to you, bro, I'm just a random guy from Mosside in Manchester. I'm not meant to know this, but because you love your career and you love what you do, you've got to manifest everything. You've got to love it, bro. You've got to love the grind.
You have to.
And if you don't love the grind, it's with anything in life, though. If you want to be a footballer, get the best boots, get the best this, get the best that.
Yeah.
This one, you've got to love it. If you want to be a content creator, and maybe it's a little bit of a gem for people that are watching, you've got to not only invest, but you also got to love it. So that could be in different ways.
Yeah.
Love it by putting in the hours. Love it by, I don't know, doing different things, different type of content, but just loving it, bro. Don't think about the money, because we didn't think about the money at the start.
No, we're losing money.
We're losing money. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie, bro. Like, even to this day, bro, I still lost money on videos, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize, like, when you hire out cameraman and that costs money, bro.
Yeah.
Editing it. But I'm just thinking about how it goes onto YouTube, how it comes across, because I want to do things more differently.
Yeah.
That's something that connected with me, because Saeed saying that, you know, do it, like, love what you're doing. And I love making content. I love talking. I can talk for time. Do you know what I mean? Talking isn't difficult, but loving the graft, loving the late hours, loving the things that you don't, you know, sometimes people don't see behind the scenes, loving the graft, or do you know what I'm saying? And I think that is true, because I feel like the thing that separates people is passion. And I think when you're passionate about things, it comes across. Like when I clip up Top Gooners, or when I do the cooking session, those are things I already did with my friends. So that's not something that, like, is difficult for me. Like, my family would be sitting there cussing each other over football takes and stuff like that. That's something that comes organically. So when I do those shows, I know why it does well, because I enjoy talking football, but that also was a way that I experienced football, where you'll get critiqued for your football takes. If you're talking nonsense, you'll get told, if you know what I'm saying, or just talking football in general, like what you think about certain footballers, what you think about certain managers, etc. So I grew up on that. You know what I mean? Being around the ends, being around my friends, this was normal. Going Power League before where our match starts and we're there a bit early, everyone's putting their boots, everyone's arguing, discussing football. So I grew up on that. And I think it's true. It shows when you have that desire, that motivation, that love for doing content. You know what I mean? And it's true. And it's not always when you feel like it. Like, a lot of times you have to make content when you may not feel like it. Not every single time. You know what I mean? Not every day you necessarily want to talk, but that discipline as well. Do you know what I'm saying? That discipline behind the thing that you love really keeps you going at it. And I think that's important, not thinking about the money. Like, when I started this channel, I wasn't thinking about the money. Like, I wasn't thinking about how much I'm going to make. I just wanted to make the best content that I wanted to make. And I feel like it's true that with passion, behind passion and hard work comes all of that. I think those things come with time. And I think it's true what Saeed's saying, loving what you do. I personally don't like repeating the same type of content, which is why I know that I'm going to enjoy doing different type of content and trying to push to something more different. I think I'll enjoy that more. Like, I'll be cool with doing 1 or 2 football streams and then do something that's kind of different, or football talks in a different setting. Exactly why I like the IRL streams, because it's something completely different. It's random. You know what I mean? You don't know who you're going to bump into. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where you're going to end up in, to a degree. Do you know what I mean? And it's something different. And I think it's true. Like, as a content creator, you got to like what you do, but you also got to push the envelope and push what where you think the content can go as well. And I think that's really important. And for me, I'm taking that and I'm really focusing on that now that I have nothing holding me back at all. So when I reach Barca, bro, it's going to have to be different content. It's going to have to be different settings, different scenarios, different, do you know what I mean? Everything different. Because I think it's important. I think, you know, the people that watch you, they want to see different things and different sides of you and different type of content that you can do. Do you know what I mean? And trying to be more of a trendsetter than just a follower. And I think that's what makes things a little bit different. You know, when I started on YouTube, talking in Portuguese and you know, swearing in Portuguese. I already know that's part of my culture, that's part of my upbringing, but it was something different. It identified me differently to every other Arsenal fan on this platform because they don't have my experience. They're not from my heritage. They ain't from my culture. But then beyond that, what am I like in different settings, IRL streams, talking to people randomly, talking football in the street, doing, yeah, I mean, it's one of them ones, man. I think pushing the bar is the next level, man. I think to not get comfortable in content creating as well is very, very important. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, Turkish has done that. He's you know what I mean, with the Big Six thing, that was mad. You know what I mean? And Rants with the boxing and, you know, the lifestyle and the training and all that type of stuff. And like so many people doing other things that, you know, I could have just, I'm inspired by that because I could just go to Barcelona, just stream every day in my bedroom. Do you know what I mean? Or my office or my YouTube room or whatever. But it's like, nah, I want to push it beyond. Like I'm single. I can do what the hell I want. You know what I mean? And I think that's really inspiring hearing, you know, Saeed, the way he was thinking and the fact that he lost money on certain streams just to bring out good content. Do you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Spending money because he knows where it's going to take the channel. That reminds me of me paying for games. Like I'm going to pay for games out of my pocket, not out of, you know what I mean? The channel ain't going to be able to, ain't going to be able to cover all of that with all the expenses for me to go to Barcelona games, go to Espanyol games. Do you know what I mean? Potentially go to other games if I go to Sevilla, I would demand them after the season ends, go to Sevilla, go to a Sevilla game, pay my ticket, go stream it. You know what I'm saying? Go on a stadium tour, go to the mega store, go do all these kind of type of things, man. I think it's yeah, man. It's that's definitely a gem, man. You know, being passionate what you're doing and knowing where you're going and investing in what you're doing, I think is really important.
Other doing it virtually, yeah, do it out and about. So I don't see it as money lost. I see it as opportunity gained.
Yeah.
And that there is a different sort of mentality where you're not looking at what you've lost. You're just looking at, yo, what have I done differently to the people out there in YouTube, in the content space? And that's what it is, bro. Like, you've got to be different. Yeah. We are different in different ways. Yeah. You know, and I feel like that's what brings us all together. Part of what we do, Big Six, etc. Like, it's like raising a kid. You have to have the awareness that when you're putting out stuff, I guess the viewer is almost like your family, an extension of your family, right? But they don't see what's going on behind the camera. No, they see what you choose to show them. Yes, and it is more than up to you to show them everything, or you show them what you want to show them. For real. But regardless of what you show them, they are there to be informed, entertained, whatever it is that you're trying to put out there. But you have to, I guess, you have to allow for the sacrifice to just be none of their business. Yeah. Like, if you want to tell them, of course, tell them. But it's like I'm not doing this to say, oh, guys, it's costing a lot. Yeah, no. Guys, it's really difficult. It's like, no, it's meant to be difficult. There's meant to be difficulties. There's meant to be graft. There's meant to be sacrifice. You're meant to do the roundabout at 3 a.m. with the camera on the stick and the phone landscape and the light, and you're shouting at 3 a.m. into the roundabout. Remember you in the train station?
Yeah.
Brother, I thought you were going to get kicked out.
Do you remember, bro, there was a skit that I did, yeah? My girls, so this is when I'm living down the road from where my old place.
I agree. I feel like, the grafting and stuff like that is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. I think also at times you can use certain things to kind of show people how you get out of adversity. So, for example, like for me, I was very open with this past relationship in terms of where my life was going, and I felt like a lot of people could relate to it, which is why I was so open with it. Obviously, everybody can decide if they want to be open or not be open with certain things. But I feel like it kind of helped a lot of people that think, oh, Northside, he's so critical of Arsenal. But when it comes to his life, like, does he keep the same energy? I keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that's why I was so open with it. That even though I was going through that breakup, that struggle, I didn't just create excuses. I haven't just, said, oh, well, everything's over, I give up and whatever. I turned that L into a W. That house now is funding my move to go and do bigger things on my channel and my purpose and go and be better and get to where I want to get to. And I think sometimes, obviously, everybody can, they can share their struggles or not share their struggles. Not everybody's as open as me. It doesn't bother me even if it gets weaponized against me, because I know that everyone's human, everyone goes through things. But my energy that I keep with Arsenal Football Club, I keep with myself. You know what I'm saying? I keep with myself, and I keep with where I need to get to, and making sure that I always win. No matter what happens, I can't, you know, unexpected, unprecedented circumstances. I wasn't expecting to sell my house, but I sold my house. Well, it's about to be sold, and I'm turning that into a W. Even though that wasn't the plan, even though that was a unprecedented circumstance. And for anybody that has been watching the IRLs, they can see, okay, this is what breakup feels like, heartbreak, this and this, going through, do you know what I'm saying? Like getting rid of a place and this and that. I feel like sometimes your struggle can help people. How many people in the chat were like, yo, North, I've gone through this, or I'm going through the same thing and this and that. And like I said, I don't knock people for not sharing that on the internet, because I get it. The internet can, but I think at the same time, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would have been like, oh, North is this, North is that, and thinking, right, like, do you know what? Like, he's actually staying on job. You know what I'm saying? He's staying on job, keeping the same energy that, yo, it doesn't matter. I have to win no matter what's going on in my life. I have to win, and I have to stay structured. I was going live even when I felt down, even when I felt depressed. I don't feel like that now, but I felt down and out. I still turned up to go live. I still put out content. I still made sure I was still active on the channel. And that's perseverance. That's working. That's being committed. Do you know what I mean? That's not easy when you're going through personal things like that. A lot of people would say, take time away. Don't be on, you know what I mean? No, the grind, the story, the hustle continues no matter what is going on in my life. And I think people that hear that, sometimes they need to hear that. You know what I mean? Sometimes they need to. So I get it. I do get the struggle is for the YouTubers, but at the same time, a lot of people can learn from our struggles, you know what I mean? And learn from certain things that we go through, because we're all human. Don't matter if you're a YouTuber, don't matter if you're a millionaire, whatever the case may be. Everyone's human. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones.
So yeah. I don't think you ever went there.
No, I never went there.
You never went there. So I'm living in the place before this. I'm not living with Skull at this point.
Yeah.
But me and my girl and my mate are living there. And I've left my yard at 9 p.m. I've come back 10 a.m. the following morning to film that James Bond skit that I did with like Eunice. And I was going to all the trains.
Yes.
Bro, it was a 12-hour shift, and it was just me, the stick, the phone, and the light.
Remember,
and that's
bro.
it. And for what? It was like 15,000 views. But bro, it has to be done. It has to be
beautiful,
done.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Respect, man. I can't lie. 12 hours, yeah. And like you said, that you're not caring about the views, you're caring about how it looks. You want to be proud of your content.
Proud, bro.
And it's moments. And it's moments, bro. And at the time, like I said to you, nobody was really going out their way to do that, bro. And you had that unique kind of roundabout, yeah. And that's what I loved about it, because it's like, I remember you kind of put it on Instagram, you're at the location.
Yeah.
Nobody's there.
Bro, the amount of times we're recording and the cars, because I'm standing in the middle of the roundabout.
Yes.
Satu, who started with me on the cameras and the editing, he's standing on the pavement. So there's the road, and they're just driving over the wire with the mic, and on the road, they just drive. Buses are beeping. You know, people are stopping. What are you doing here? 3 a.m.
Yeah, of course.
It's just part of the content.
Right,
but it's 3 a.m.
But you got to remember, you can't really look at what people are going to say and react. No, that's one thing I've noticed. Like, do not let anyone deter you from doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Even if you look like an absolute weirdo in the middle of a roundabout, but bro, do not worry, man. Because what will happen is they will go away.
Yeah.
You will go away, and nobody will know you were there.
Yeah.
So don't worry, like.
That's facts. When I started doing the IRLs, at first, like I'm doing the IRLs with my phone. My phone's like this, people are looking at me, when I'm talking to you lot, when I'm doing the stream, and it's true. At first, I'm like, bare people are staring at me, like. But then after, I was just like, F it, bro. I'm doing what I want to do. Do you get what I'm saying? And the less you care about the way people are staring at you, and the more I'm just like this with my camera and just doing my streams, the less people care, bro. Like, real talk. Like, people care. They look, and then they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, they just keep going on with their day. It's true. It's true. Even when I did like the Tottenham preview with Dave outside the Tottenham Stadium, we did the Spurs preview, and I just, whatever, like me and Dave, like I just blanked out everybody that was around, and I just said what I had to say, and it was whatever it was. And it's true, man. You can't care, man. You just got to do what you're doing. It's like a level of confidence that you get that you're just like, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I just tapped into that one where if I see a girl on the street and she's nice, and I want to move to, I just move to. I don't care who's watching. Oh, what's he doing? Why is he moving to that? Why is he chatting to that girl? Don't matter. I'm moving to the thing. Like, yo, what you saying? You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. I just tapped into that, man, because it's the same kind of thing. Like, it don't matter. Do you know what I mean? People go about their business. People care more about their life. Like, it's a 5-second thing. They stare at you and then they just walk off. Like, they're too. People are more focused with their life than they are with yours.
They were overthinking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? At the time, at the start, that's what clicked for me. Is like, nobody cares, but relax.
Yeah, facts.
Do your content, you're good.
Mm.
So I feel like that there, I can't like that was legendary, but
That's too funny.
That's iconic, bro. Whether it will ever return, I don't know.
If it does, it will obviously be wow.
Yeah,
it will be another level because I did love the concept, but it was like the weekend's game would finish on a Sunday night. It's got to get up Monday morning. So I have to be at the roundabout 3 a.m. because it's quiet. There's no traffic. So that's the only time period it can get done. And then bro, I was going into DR tired. London Clubs Carnage, Battle of North. It was like doing the streams off on the Monday, Big Six.
Big Six, it does take its toll.
It's a long day,
especially when you've got to do everything and whatnot. But again, actually, to you, it taught you grind. It taught you how to persevere.
Yeah,
it taught you to understand and realize, yo, man, this is what's gonna happen. And for me to make it, I've got through. This is the kind of tough kind of trials you got to go through. I went through my trials. You go through your trials, and it's made you who you are today, bro. Yeah. To be here and enjoy all of this. This is a grind, bro.
Yeah. I have to ask you as well. Like, you talk about graft, bro. You're grafting. You're like,
bro.
We're gonna circle back to the early days, but just at the moment, because it just naturally fits right now. You're still streaming and uploading. Not only are you uploading and streaming, not like an individual, you're doing it like an entity. Yes. In my opinion, the frequency that you do it at is almost like there's like 10 people running this, and it's like, do you know what I mean? Like you're like a fan channel of like maybe like Big Six clubs. You're covering all of them in some capacity. Yeah. And the upload is and the streaming, it's like you're doing it like you're on 10k subscribers. Yeah. 20k. Like in terms of like you are not dropping off, you're not getting comfortable, you're not chilling. There's no chill.
There's no chill for me. And you know what it is, like I will somehow wind it down a little bit, but I feel like for me, like that's all I know, like it's like grinding and like still thinking, yo, like I still haven't made it yet. Even though I'm proud of where I am, I still haven't made it yet. I still feel like I've got to persevere because I feel like it'll be something that will kind of like, I feel a little bit empty if I stop that grind. Yeah, I'll feel like I'm like, oh, but yo, man, Saeed, man, what are you trying to become? Like, are you trying to do this? Are you trying to do that? Yeah. And even though like I've always elevated and I've tried to think of different ideas and whatnot, but I feel like people have noticed me like, yo, Saeed, you're on it, bro. You're there. You're ready. If I need to watch something, you're there. Yeah. If I need a reaction video, I'm there. Like, and I feel like for me, it's like I want to create my own personality. That's why people love the watch-alongs. Yeah. People love like the 3 p.m. lives, coverages. Something's always happened, like the drama. Like I love it. Obviously, it might take its toll. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So I was going to ask you.
But right now, at the minute, I'm loving it because I enjoy it. Yeah. I don't think about the views. Yeah. I don't think about the money involved and what. Don't get me wrong. We're on YouTube to get paid. Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like I enjoy it. Yeah. And through that enjoyment, I see success come after success because I've loved it. If I just solely focus on the money, I swear down, bro, I will not do what I do, bro. I do not really focus on that. I focus on the community, what it entails, and what I produce, and what people think of what I do, bro. I love it, man, and I feel like it's just amazing to have that, and like from 100k.
I can't lie. That's what I'm talking about. That the way he's so tuned in to everything he's doing. That's something that like I'm just like, yeah. That's what I want to get to. You know what I mean? Like that laser focus of what you need to do, the graft you need to put in, the work that you need to put in, always putting out content, always grinding, always grafting, always feeling like you haven't done enough. Like you can't lie, man. Like that Saeed's got that hunger, man, that ambition, that real hunger, man, to be successful and to get to where he wants to get to. And I think that stuff can be addictive. You know what I mean? When you're doing well, when you're putting out the content and you're enjoying it, and you can see that he enjoys it. You know what I mean? And that's where I want to get to, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, just churning out content and just grafting, man. And it shows. And it shows, man. You know what I mean? 200K, it shows, man. Like he just working hard, man, hustling. Do you know what I mean? And that dedication, I think, is what it takes, man. That dedication, that hunger, that persistence every single day. And I look at myself and I'm always like, yo, I can do more, I can do more, I can do better, I can do more, I can do more. And that's what I want to do. Obviously, for me, just getting out of a madness, I'm now getting back to, you know what I mean? Back to being, you know, my mind clear and everything now being okay, cool. Like it is what it is. This is where we're going. It is what it is. But I feel like it's mad, isn't it? Like no matter if you speak to Saeed, Rance, Lee, all of these, man, it's always the graft foremost and doing what you enjoy. And that is why I want to create the content that I enjoy. Because if I enjoy it, you guys are going to enjoy it because I enjoy it. And then I got the motivation to keep doing it because I'm enjoying it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, now big up to Saeed, man. Like the way he's pushed forward, the way he's grinded, the way he's worked this channel up from, you know what I mean, being in the cafe and, you know what I mean, the way that he puts out so much content, not only on Man United, on other clubs as well. Nothing but inspiring, bro. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, man, nothing but inspiring. Like everything that he's saying. And I don't even know, man. Like, I don't know if Saeed, you know what I mean, you can understand that this is what I needed to hear. This is 100% what I needed to hear. And yeah, man, it's mad. North, I don't know if you work out, but if you don't, should try. It massively helps your mind and clarity. Do you know what? A lot of like taking a walk, you know what I mean? Taking a walk, getting some fresh air and stuff like that has helped me a lot. Going on walks, bro. Like I completely cut out clubbing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like last month or so, I've not gone clubbing. I've just been focused on me and focused on what I need to do. But honestly, like, I don't think, you know what I mean, people don't appreciate it as much as they should, the work rate that, you know, Matisse and Saeed and guys like that put into their channels, man. Do you know what I mean? To bring us great content. So yeah, man, big up to Saeed, man.
200K in a year, man. I'm like, yo, that's mad to think like in a year I've gained 100K, and it's mad to think like, yo, like I got to 100K. I was happy with that. I was like, yo, but
it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
You then say to yourself, right, we go again.
Yeah.
We go again.
Yeah, because you know, said about like, is it sustainable? It's like,
yeah,
what are the sacrifices that people don't see?
Oh.
That someone that puts out content on the regular basis that you do. What are the sacrifices? What are the downsides? What are the pros? We know the pros, like, because you're there, you're active, right? What are the cons that people don't see?
The cons are that sometimes you deteriorate during the day, so that you can see your energy levels. They go downhill throughout the day, so then the quality of content might not be as great. You understand as well, like, you know, you kind of look at yourself, you think, oh man, that's a long day, you know, there's no breaks in between. There's a quick turnaround as well of getting overlays ready, blah blah blah. You might make a mistake here and there.
I see you watch along a review. I see you queue up another watch along Saturday there.
Bang. Yeah.
Like,
so there's no turnaround. So then there's no kind of like, oh, you know what, man, I really want to put quality over quantity, but at the same time, I'm like, still getting the big numbers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I kind of say to myself, yo, like, the numbers are there. I still want to provide quality content. I'm still seeing there's an effect, but then I feel like I don't want to become a machine. And I feel like I am a machine right now.
You're a machine.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's why I asked you. I was like, bro, how are you? Are you good? Are you how?
You know what it is?
Because
I am.
Because I'm a creator. I know what. Because I've done that.
Yeah.
There was a year and a half where I was maybe like, I would never say I was doing as much content as you, because I don't think that's almost possible. Do you know what I mean? You're either matching Saeed or you're doing less.
Yeah.
You can't do more. It's not possible. You could try if you want to match, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
But I know what it looks like to do it behind the scenes.
Yes.
Like you said, coordinating the graphic designers with the editing or the thumbnails, the overlays, the socials, the clips. What you're doing on Instagram, what you're doing on TikTok is absolutely ridiculous.
I know.
The numbers.
I know.
When people say, oh, what keeps you motivated? Brother, my TikTok is dead.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
Instagram,
But
I'm only
TikTok-
just getting started. So yeah, there's so much more to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also know the sacrifice. Maybe you're not seeing your friends as much, your family,
Yes.
them text
100%.
messages. Yo, Saeed, we ain't seen you in months, bro.
Yes.
Where are you, bro? And
I can't lie.
and things happen in the world where you see, you know, touch wood, everybody remains healthy and well,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like you know that outside of work,
Yeah.
in any career, in any job, there is more to life than work. There is obviously
100%.
family, there is friends, there is keeping. Like, I think with guys it's different. When you have friends,
Yeah.
we kind of just link up.
Yeah.
Girls, I've clocked. Girlfriend groups need a lot more.
They need more than
A lot
that,
more
bro.
build-up play. We can just throw
Yeah.
it long. When the
They-
first header.
They're like, they got to do a little brunch. They got to do there. They got to do. I'm like, yo, bro, man, just cut to the chase.
Got to talk more often.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't text me first.
Nah, oh, but she did text me back. Oh, there's a drama. Oh, like, come on.
It's just like,
Nah, that's true, you know. That's true. Like this Sunday is my cousin's birthday. She really wants me to go. I can't go. It's a North London derby. I can't go. I'm busy. I can't go. I can't go to the game. I can't go to her birthday. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it because kickoff's at 4:30. I'm gonna do a watch along. I think I'm gonna do a watch along. Then I'm gonna do a match reaction. Like I'm not gonna have the time to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And these are the things. It's true. I think a lot of people that get into content created, I think that's one of the biggest hurdles. It was definitely for me. I love my social life. I love going to my clubs on a Saturday. I love, you know, midweek. I think that was a big reason that my relationship broke up. You know what I mean? Because she wanted way more attention that she used to get before I was a YouTuber, but I need to put the work in. And even then, I wasn't happy at the how much I've been doing. I still feel like I can do way more. I still feel like I'm not doing enough. I still feel like there's so much more for me to do. And some of it is also managing that, you know, managing your time. You know, sometimes if you get better with time management, yeah, you can, but you've got to put the early graft in. You have to put a lot of graft in to get to a certain level. Like for me, like, you know, certain friends not seeing me, like not going to the clubs, not going to birthdays, not going to certain family events. It's true because games are on, because you have to do this, because you got to stream this, you got to do that, you got to do, like, your evenings taken up with games and reviews and match reactions and shows and this and that. Like, it is a lot. It is a lot. And I think the people that are not ready to sacrifice that won't make it on this platform. They won't make it because you're not always going to have the social life that you had when you're working a 9 to 5. Everyone's working the same hours. All your friends working the same hours, your family, your girlfriend, whatever. And then after that, everyone's got the same amount of time in the evening to do whatever you got to do. You can't do that. And it's not a crying. It's not, oh, poor content creators, nothing like that. It's just the reality of it. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's true. That is the other side of the coin of doing social media, of doing this. You know what I mean? Obviously, I realized that I could do a lot more with being a lot more organized. But I think, yeah, it's true. You do lose a lot in terms of people around you, people not understanding what you're doing. You know, women feeling like, you know, you're not giving them enough time, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you love it, you love it. And if you're dedicated and if that's your calling and if that's your commitment, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? The right person's going to support you regardless because they know that you're happy and they know that you're ambitious and they know that you've got a goal and you know what I mean? They want to see you winning. So I think that's an important thing. If you're not ready to give up your evenings or give up your weekends or give up most of your free time to hustle, it's true. The social media thing, this YouTube thing ain't the football content creating side anyway. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. Because if you can't do that, then you can't really kick on.
Yo, I ain't seen you in 6 months. But
Yeah.
when we meet up, it's just like it was the last time.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly. One thing about me is that I do have that personality trait where it's not like we've not known each other for ages.
Yeah.
We're clicking.
Yeah.
One thing about me is that I'm a good people person. So when people do not see me for a long time, it's like we've just been together like the other day.
Yeah.
So that there, I don't have that feeling. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do see my family less.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that is something that I do need to work on. But at the same time, it's like when we do see each other, it's all nothing but love.
Yeah.
And also, even though my dad would be like, "Oh, I don't want your money,"
Yeah.
he wants my time.
Yes.
You get different stuff,
bro, and that's why I haven't
Difference.
had a kid. I was saying
Yes.
to Turkish on the previous episode, like we were speaking about fatherhood and
Oh,
how
bro,
it's
we
changed.
don't get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how it's changed him, and obviously, like if and when you do have a child,
Yeah.
if you go down that route, when we talk about adaptation,
Oh,
changing the way that we schedule the
I'm
content,
already sweating right now.
bro, you know what I mean?
Bro.
That kid's gonna be looking at, hey, Dad, are you doing the lunchtime kickoffs? Yes, I am. All right, no problem, Dad. Can we go to the park at 3? I'm doing the 3 p.m. kickoffs as well, mate. All right. What about in the evening? Can we go to Jimmy's house? Nope. I'm doing El Clasico, mate. It's like, yo, I was your father.
Wallahi.
Are you in my life?
Wallahi.
Do you know what I mean?
Lie to you, bro.
But that's what the audience have to remember.
I know.
Like, be ready for change. That's why I always say to my audience, I'm not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
But do you not feel like if we're missing Matisse,
Yeah.
who's doing it then?
No.
I feel like I've got maybe my burden is here, and this is the thing that I find with myself is that if we don't do it, I don't think anybody in the scene is doing what we do, bro. I'll be real with you. I see the content. We got the content creators. But bro, what we're doing, I feel like is unique in like we do sort of content where people don't really resonate maybe with others. They're like, there's a piece of us that they're missing, bro. But we're in South Africa, bro, and they don't see us for maybe a couple of days. We missed you. I don't really get that with other content creators. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've delved into content creators. I don't see their comments be like, yo, we missed you.
Do you know what?
I don't see it.
It's such a trade-off because it's like we love our communities.
I know.
People don't understand the guilt, and Skull had to almost teach me, retrain my brain, because the way you're talking right now is exactly how I was thinking last year about.
Okay.
I have to be there, but I had to retrain my brain to be like, I can't be there all the time.
Yes.
I actually can't, because if say this, I have to prep.
Yes.
I have to go through your content.
Yes.
I have to go through, the history, and I have to make sure that I'm.
Yes. I think that takes time.
That takes time, which means I'm not going to be here today or tomorrow or whatever. But it's like I have to retrain my brain to almost, when you see me, you're gonna love it.
Yes.
You're gonna enjoy it, and
I agree.
That's the shift. Whereas, like I said, what you just said there in terms of being there.
I think that's right. I don't think anyone can replace Saeed or Matisse. What they do is them, and there's no. That's the great thing of social media. There's only one you in it. Nobody else can replace you, and they've got strong communities and big communities, and I don't think anyone can replace that. You know what I mean? And they are the brand of their channel. Nobody else can replicate that. You know what I mean? And 100%, I feel like he's right in saying that there's only what they do can't be replicated because it's unique to them and unique to their personality. Same as Rance, same as Lee, same as Turkish, the same as Curtis Shaw. You know what I mean? Same as all the other big content creators. You know what I mean? They're unique. So the brand is around them and their personality, and nobody else can do that. That's a fair take.
The guilt that you feel when you're not there. When you're not there, the guilt. I can imagine the guilt that you feel if you're ill and you miss a watch along or you're not there for a day.
Yeah.
Do you feel the guilt?
No, when it's illness, I'm not guilty.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, man's ill. You know what I mean? But it's when, like, say, for example, like, I'm out and about, or say that if I miss it because I'm out somewhere else, I'm like, yo, bro, like, that was there. Where do I die? Because say that, for example, Straight Jacket Podcast, we've never missed a week. Yeah. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like, you then turn it around. It's like, I feel like for me, it's something within me like that I will learn and I will get there and I will understand it, because as you grow, you'll have other kind of like different styles of what you want to do. Like, for example, my aim is to get a studio. Yeah. So I'll have like a different kind of format of what I want to do. So then it doesn't rely on scheduling. Yeah. It relies on you being able to make different type of content. Yeah. You know, like what we're doing right now. Yeah. So like, I only know hard work, but at the same time, like, don't get me wrong, I have like, this is like 10% less to last year or the year before. Yeah. Because I've realized, yo, cool, I'm going to drop this now, I'm going to drop that.
So your energy levels are there?
Yes. So now, for example, I have Tuesday evenings off, unless it's a Champions League. Yeah. I have Wednesday evenings off, unless it's a Champions League. Yeah. I have Thursday day off. Yeah. I have Friday, all day off, and
Okay.
then maybe I'll do something in the evening.
That's good.
And then I'll be on it for Saturday, Sunday. So now can you see there's a
change.
There's a change
There
now.
was no days off. There was no time off.
There was no time off.
But almost to get yourself to a point where you stand out, or you take opportunities of positions in the schedule where someone else that's bigger than you that gets the views is not active at that time. Maybe you can be active to get your little bit of something just to grow. So that is part of the graft.
Part of the graft. 100%. You have to manage it. But at the same time, I can't lie to you, man. Westside TV, you're on Batiste. If they want to watch it, they'll watch it.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anyone else. But I believe, like, I built myself up to the point where if I'm putting content out there, people will watch it, and people will watch what they want to watch.
Exactly.
I don't think it is a case of now, like, that person's live there, that person's doing this content. I don't really see that in that competition way. I just be like, my content's here, I built this, you're going to watch because you believe in what I do.
Yeah.
And you believe in, like, for example, we're in the car park at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Bro, like, we had a feel of the old preview. If it does well, it does well, but we're here because we want to do something different.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of your idea.
Yeah.
You do something different.
Go the extra mile. Let's
go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Brilliant.
And that same way you've come here today.
You see what?
I agree. I think people are gonna watch what they want to watch and where they're entertained. Do you know what I'm saying? People know people for different things and different reasons and stuff like that, and people are gonna watch what they want to watch. I think that's the truth at the end of the day. And people connect with your content or they won't connect with your content. Like, people know Man United lose, rants, Saeed, do you know what I'm saying? Chelsea lose, Matisse, Carefree Lewis. Man already know. Arsenal lose, Lee, North, it's going to pop off. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a mad emergency stream, me getting angry and the match reaction because I'm pissed off, whatever. I think, people already know what they like about people and what they like about different content creators, and they expect certain things. And I think that's where you can catch them with a curveball with doing different things as well, which is what I'm doing, which is not just doing the same content. A lot of people know me for ranting and raving and being angry and stuff like that when my club lose because I'm pissed off. But at the same time, being able to do other content. And you know what I mean? But yeah, ultimately, people are going to watch what they want to watch, innit? People are going to gravitate to who they want to gravitate to. You know what I mean? If Arsenal do well, a lot of people want to watch AFTV. Do you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. That's what they want to see. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's depending on the score of what's happened, or sometimes they want to just hear from certain people. It is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? Ultimately, people are going to watch the content creators that they want to watch, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? And this is the thing, like comments like this. To be honest, North, I prefer your content of IRL stuff when you talk about deep stuff. Like, that's a mad thing. Like, I did the IRL thing to be so like therapeutic for me. Even like big up Jolie, and I said, yo, it's therapeutic to me. It was almost, the IRL streams are almost for myself. I'll be honest. Like that content, the ones I'm talking about, the ones I've done in the UK since everything's happened, it was more for me, but I was sharing it, how I was feeling, what I was thinking, what I was going through. Yeah, I mean, and it's mad how that turned into, this is not the first time I had this comment, and I appreciate this comment. North, I prefer your content of IRL stuff when you talk about deep stuff. Like, quite a few people said that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I like that content. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll do that. So the man that like my match reaction, you're always going to get the match reaction. Man that like the IRL, you're going to get the IRL. Even when I did the gaming, everyone that remembers that's in the chat when I was doing the FIFA. The only reason I'm not doing the FIFA is because this laptop's not strong enough to play the FIFA. Otherwise, I'd be doing bare FIFA streams. Do you know what I'm saying? When I was doing the FIFA streams, man were laughing. They were getting good views. Even when it was effing up, there were people laughing at me if I'm losing a game, people laughing at me and the difficulty and stuff like that. Like, all these type of things, man. People are going to watch what they want to watch. And the thing is, I've done a lot of content outside of just being, a lot of people, all the haters, you just get views being negative about Arsenal. I'm not negative about Arsenal when I'm doing my FIFA content. My FIFA content was doing well, which is why I'm going to get the setup, because it was something that I saw my community big up. You know what I mean? Supporting it. The IRL streams. My IRL streams are doing better than my football content. Do you know what I'm saying? My IRL streams are doing better than my football content at times. Not all the time, but a lot of times. Do you know what I'm saying? The Nutmeg Rush show. A lot of you lot enjoy that. I see the numbers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it does good. Do you know what I mean? When I do that. So it's like, yeah, people are going to go to whatever they want to go to. Like, I already know which of my content does the best. IRL, match reaction, and my FIFA streams. And two of that pieces of content is not about being angry about Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of those ones. So I completely get what Saeed's saying. Like people are going to gravitate. People gravitate to Saeed because they connect with Saeed because he makes content, either makes you laugh or is engaging, and all of it really. Do you know what I'm saying? And people are going to watch it. And the more, yeah, I mean, so it is what it is. I just realized that, you know what, like a variety of content, people are going to like certain things a bit more than the other, but people are still watching, people still connecting with it. Do you know what I mean? Man said I missed the FIFA once. Still waiting for a game. You got to wait, bro. You got to wait your turn, bro. You got to wait till my setup's done, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Man, just come out, bro. Man. Come all the way from Manchester to come here and have a chat.
You know what it is, bro? Like for me, it's light work because like I believe in what you do. I believe in what big things do. I believe in everything. And when you believe in something, it doesn't become a chore.
Yeah.
It becomes like you love it.
Yeah.
We love the big six. We love your channel. Likewise, we love it because it's like, yo, like we see through. Oh man, I'm wasting my time here, really.
Yeah.
Because people might have that kind of like perception. I'm wasting my time, bro. You're not wasting time, man.
Yeah.
You're actually learning, understanding, taking things in, bro. Yeah. Next thing you know, they see this. You never know what it could become later on. So yeah. I look at it, I'm like, bro, like in that aspect, like I've learned to kind of do things differently. But all in all, like for me, like they love what I do and what I've built.
Yeah.
For a reason. It's because I work hard and people know that they're getting a consistent content level.
Yeah.
If they know I'm gonna troll, I'm gonna troll. If they know I'm gonna go mad, I'm gonna go mad.
Yeah.
If they know, like they know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's amazing because it's like I'm not like someone who's just almost like people are tired of. Because I'm not gonna like there are content creators right now where I'm like I'm kind of bored of you now. You get a bit tired. I can't expect what you're gonna do now.
That's the key about creating that journey and creating.
Yes.
It's like yes, we're talking about football, and yes, we're talking about.
And that is exactly what I'm trying to avoid. That is exactly what I'm trying to avoid. And this is why I like this conversation so much, because this is what I'm saying. I'm getting bored of what you're doing. I'm getting like you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's kind of repetitive. It's kind of, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and you see it a lot with content creators that do the clickbait stuff. It just becomes repetitive. It becomes the same thing. There's no creativity around it. It's all about pandering to a fan base. I'm just not on that, man. I couldn't wake up every day, do this and do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I even be real with myself. I feel like only because of the situation that I'm in right now temporarily, you know what I mean? Touch wood, God willing, end of the month, I'm out of here. I never want to get to that place of stagnation. You know, I know when I get to Barca, there's going to be other ideas that I want to do, other things that I want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? On top of already the thoughts that I've already had. Do you know what I'm saying? And I never want to get to that point of stagnation and that point of like, oh, well, it's just the same thing every day. I don't want to do that. Like, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to create that. I don't want to build that. I want to build more every year, do more in terms of the creativity, in terms of the what I do on the channel and the different types of shows. Do you know what I'm saying? The different types of, like, even for the shows on the channel, like I want to do more football shows, but it's got to make sense. It's got to be the right people and it's got to make sense. It's got to be something that connects. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just do a show, just a load of people and then that's the same thing. I don't want to just do the IRL. Like through the IRL, I can do so many other things. Do you know what I mean? And I get where Saeed is coming from, because you go on someone's channel and it's just same old. And I'm not saying that you have to reinvent the wheel all the time, but I feel like some creativity is actually good. Do you know what I'm saying? Some creativity and some outside the box thinking or something different, a different spin, I think is important. I think is something that more people should do, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I definitely feel like I hear what you're saying. There's too much. It's too samey at times in this space. I'll be real. It's too samey, and I can say that I've been victim of that as well. I mean, I did the cooking shows. I didn't really see people doing the cooking shows. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's I think the cooking shows was different. I didn't really see. Well, obviously Lee cooks people, to be fair, But the way that I was doing it, putting people on the thumbnail, and I'm not just saying about cooking people, but getting at people just talking nonsense about my club. You know what I mean? And that was different. Obviously, the Portuguese, obviously the IRLs, obviously my match reactions are different. The way that I speak, the way that I say it, whatever. But I feel like I always want to be different. I remember one time, I think I was on like before 10K followers, yeah. I remember I'd like lay in bed and I'd be like, how can I do things different? How can I do this? How can I do that? Like, what can I branch? Like, try and stimulate that kind of like, okay, let me do things different. And some ideas I just wasn't able to do. Some ideas I wasn't able to execute. I wasn't able to, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and then some ideas I was able to do. Do you know what I mean? And now having that platform, now man's gonna see how it is when I'm able to be more creative, because I think it can just get very like robotic, very robotic. And I like I said, I'll call myself out. It got like that with me to a point, and I'm like, I want to change it up. I want to do something different. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And you man already know, like I've even asked you guys, like, yo, what would you like to see? Do you know what I'm saying? What would you guys like to see? Would you like me to do this content or that content? You guys agreed, you know, we as a community, and big up to all of you lot. As a community, you guys said, yo, North, do the FIFA content. I said to you, yo, I'm going to do the Call of Duty content as well. Yeah, do the Call of Duty content. Yo, the IRLs are lit, you know? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Even the first day I was going to Madrid, you guys are like, yo, everyone's watching, everybody, do you know what I'm saying? Everyone engaging, I'm out there, everyone engaging. Like, it's mad. Like, every single time I wanted to do something different, there's always been support from the community. And that's important, because that keeps content creators wanting to do more, because they're like, yo, the community's, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not bad if you don't connect with it, because then I can say, okay, I shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't do that. But at the same time, how many people tell me, oh, North, you don't do the watch-alongs, you don't do the Arsenal watch-alongs? I may try it one day. Well, I'm going to try it on the North London derby. If that does well, then maybe I can continue doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? I can continue doing that. But it's got to be supported as well to a degree. Like, content creators want to be creative, but then if the community is not supporting it, if you know what I mean, that we create, then obviously you're going to be like, well, the community don't want to watch that, so I'm going to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones. But Northside, in all due respect, I think the biggest issue is people only care about the Premier League content. So obviously it's going to limit people into doing the same old bullshit. But no, bro, people can do different things. I don't want to give away all my ideas. You know what I'm saying? That the ideas I've given away is because I know that the content creators, they can't do it because they're not living in Barcelona. So I can tell them my IRL plans. They can't do it because they don't live there. Do you know what I'm saying? So but I'm not going to say all the other ideas that I've got. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people doing the same thing. I want to be that, yo, I was doing that. Yeah, I mean, I was onto that. It was my idea. Do you know what I'm saying? There is things that you can still do, even if you're covering the Premier League, even if you're just talking football. There's other things you can do. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just utilizing what you've got, your location, if you can go to games, whatever the case may be. I think you just have to maximize everything. And do you know what I mean? It only makes sense that I, you know, do Barca content, stuff like that. I'm going to live in Barca. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm utilizing where I'm at. I'm utilizing. And plus, I never, like, you know, it's just one of those ones, bro. Like, you're just utilizing, you know what I mean? What's there. But people can be more creative with it. You know what I mean? They can. But, you know, I know everyone's got different things. Some people got kids. Some people got, you know, mortgages to pay. I know everyone's not got the same thing. But I think being different is why I personally feel me being different is something that propelled my channel as well to a degree. Like, swearing in Portuguese and all that. I'm not saying it's always got to be cussing and swearing. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, obviously people connect with my takes on football. And sometimes you disagree. But you realize that, yo, North, you can actually disagree with him. He's just going to say his point, you say your point, whatever. As long as it's respectful, it's all good. But, yeah, I just feel like that's what it's about, man. And when you're in tune with your community, open to feedback, it gives your creativity more direction. 100%. 100%. I'm always open to anything you guys say. Yo, North, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this? Like, for example, I'm going to tell you guys now, before I was going live after Premier League games, now I'm going to be putting up 15, 20-minute clips. So then I can try and do all the games and then put out the clips, my match reaction to all the games. So then I have my take. I'll give my take on the rivals. I watch their games and give my take. The reason I don't do watch-alongs is because everybody does watch-alongs. So at least I can do a match reaction after the game and put out the clip and see how that works. Maybe that works better. Maybe that does better. You know what I mean? Better engagement. Maybe. We'll see. It's a different direction. And then I can go live after. Do you know what I mean? Talking about the rundown on the Premier League games and what's happened this weekend and stuff. And we can go live after. But then I can do, if there's 3 games, I can do 3 match reactions. Let's say Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, let's say, all playing. I could do a match reaction on all 3 and then go live after. Do you know what I mean? And just changing things up like that so you guys get more content and the content's a bit more concise, a little bit more, instead of me going live after this game and then that game's already started and then going live, trying to then having to cut it and then go live after that. Do you know what I mean? Just changing it up. So I'm always looking to try and improve already what I'm trying to do. North, love to see your progress in content and live. Proud of you, brother. Side note, you dropping the LDN for Northside Portugal instead? Nah, bro. Nah, man. You know what I mean? Born and raised in London, bro. You already know, man. Big up. You know what? I got the LDN from Turkish. I got the LDN thing from Turkish. I can't lie. That's where I got it from, bro. I can't even lie to you. That's where I actually got it from. But yeah, big up, man. Hey, big up, man. Big up, bro. Gal Talk. Exactly. Gal Talk was another one. Gal Talk, like the support on Gal Talk was crazy. Me, Lou Dog, Sunshine, me, Lou Dog, Sunshine, Lee, all that. That was another one. That was a whole segment that did well. Like, I need to bring it back because now I've got time to bring it back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, did the Girl Talk, did the cooking sessions. You know what I'm saying? Cooking sessions always did well. You already know. Everyone loves a drama. Cooking sessions did well. Match reactions did well. Do you know what I'm saying? The IRLs are doing well. I'm going to combine all of that stuff when I'm out in Barca, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I almost forgot about the Girl Talk, bro. I do appreciate your reaction streams after games, though. I like a post-match watch-along. It's unique. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna try and do things like that. So tomorrow there'll be match reactions after the game, man. 20 minutes, whatever the case may be. Match reaction, put it out, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? Live talks. Like, there's so many different things. Do you know what I mean? It's all about building a schedule. Me to be able to build a schedule so I can do it all. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to do that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when I do the gaming stream, I may not do the gaming stream. I may say, yo, we're doing a Girl Talk today. So I done the morning Arsenal show. Then I do the IRL streams. If I've got the Nutmeg Rush show, I'll come back and do that. And then after that, I might do late night. I might just do a Girl Talk, or I might just do the gaming stream. Like, trust me, that's what we're on right now. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's continue.
Personality,
But
bro.
it's not even just personality. I guess it's about creating a plot, a story plot, or a journey. Like creating like, oh, what comes next? Or, oh, there's some jeopardy here. Or, oh, he's really invested in this. So then there's repercussions for the result here or that. You know what I mean? It's like just creating a little bit of like layers to it. Yeah, and I think it's interesting because, like you said, the trade-off and all those calculations that we just did about maybe really, for me, the guilt of not being there sometimes for the viewers, and I want to be here for this, and they're like, Matisse, you're going to do this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not.
I know.
Because I'm maybe doing something else, or I'm tired sometimes as well, and I just want to make sure the energy levels are there, because I'm on a lot of different platforms as well. I'm like, yo, and we spoke about this before recording. I'm not trying to be the only person you can hear.
Facts.
In the room. When shout out Don. When Don was on SDS, bro, I was so happy.
Very happy.
Because I was like, yo, finally, I get to hear his opinion on a bigger platform, and it's different to mine, and that's great. Yeah. Because I don't want to. It's not an echo chamber. No, I've got my opinion. Yeah. And you can like it or disagree with it. My way of thinking, my logic. I want to hear. Yeah, so I need to see people in. Like you said, it's not. There's this thing in YouTube, and I was going to ask you about this anyway, where you can have that friendly competition. Maybe in the early days, like, everyone's just trying to get their reviews out straight away. You know what I mean? Like, yo, slap that down immediately. All right, what's the views in the first 2 minutes here versus there versus there? But then as you get to a certain point, you have to start retraining your brain again. Facts. It's like, in fact, that's not how YouTube works. No. This is not crabs in a bucket. No. This is not, as soon as this guy does great views, that means I'm not going to do good views. Facts. This is not sabotage. That's one thing I've learned, though. The algorithm is recommending, if your team's banging, and my team's banging, and both of them are quality, teams recommending each other. I need Chelsea YouTubers to do great. So there's more guys to collaborate with, do skits with, back and forth with, debates with. Same for you. So have you ever had that competitive kind of YouTube mindset?
Yeah, at the start, At the start, but I feel like for me, as you go on, you realise there's everyone can eat. Not only can everyone eat, there's a platform for everyone.
Yeah.
You've got a different opinion. You also don't want your opinion to be expired as well. You don't want to be hearing your opinion everywhere. Bro. And that's what I kind of now I'm trying to maintain, is that I'm not everywhere at once, because I feel like then you become too kind of accessible.
Yeah.
So for me now, it's like, I like the fact that I can watch someone else, appreciate someone. I appreciate now. Before, there was a friendly competition when you started off, because you don't know anything else. You're just thinking, oh man, that guy there, he's doing better than me. It's friendly, it's natural.
Yeah.
If you don't think it's natural, guys, genuinely,
keeps you motivated. Some people use that for motivation.
Keeps you understanding things and whatnot. And I just said to myself, you know what, man, like, let me just understand where we're gonna go from here. And I feel like that has helped me as well massively, because now, like you said, bro, that Chelsea review, my mic was off. Remember I told you Old Trafford? It was you remember?
I remember, because I came to your house the day before.
Day before, yes, I think so. Yeah,
that was And then you said that
I recorded it at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
it was car park was a madness, raining, brilliant fan camp. It was amazing.
You got everything out there.
Got everything out there.
Emotions.
The mic was muted.
Oh my god. So
I was like,
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah, like from the Arsenal side, I just feel like there's so many. It's difficult to not be competitive, because you look at so many people pandering to the fan base, lying through their teeth and being fake, that it's hard, because it's like the problem with the Arsenal fan base with this year, it's like Matisse is talking about Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans can hear them, they can hear each other out. Chelsea fans can be objective towards their club. Arsenal fans are extreme. Yeah, and I'll admit that I'm extreme to a degree. I'm extreme based on their extremity. Like, I can give Arteta praise, but the problem is the other side, they can never give Arteta any criticism. That is the problem, which makes me look extreme. I can say Arteta's made us competitive and stuff like that. The problem I have with that side is everything's amazing. Arsenal are going to do the treble. Arsenal are champions in October. You go on a panel show. Me and Lee were on Dan Potts. We both sat there and listened to Positive Dan and Christian talk. As soon as we talk, they cut in. And then I highlighted, I said, he goes, oh, but I said, but you're cutting in. You don't let us finish what we're saying. And he's like, oh yeah, but what, we can't get involved. I said, no. When you spoke, did me or Lee interrupt you, or did we let you land your point? Oh, you let me land. Oh, well. They don't want to hear the criticism because they want to continue pandering. They're so scared. They're so far up this manager's arse and so far up Arsenal fans' arse that they don't want to say the truth. That is the problem. Where Matisse, his community is different. His fans overall in general are different. So he doesn't have to take an extreme stance. The problem with my fan base, they don't want to listen to you on panels. They dismiss you straight away. They call you is toxic and negative. They don't want to hear your points. When you're speaking facts, they'll rather just say, oh, you whatever, you're a B-Tech this and you're a B-Tech that. That is why I cuss my fan base with such vim. I cuss them with vim because they are ignorant, they are arrogant, they don't want to listen, and they always want to be wrong and strong. And I don't respect that. I have no problem, no problem in saying give Arteta 2 years if he wins the league. They, on the other side of my fan base, will say, oh, it doesn't matter if he doesn't win the league, give him another year. No matter what he does, give him another year. They will never say, you know what? We told him it took Klopp 4 years. It's been now 6 years. He has to win and hold him accountable. And that is why me, Lee, Normski, do you know what I'm saying? Aaron, Jez, all of us look extreme. We're not extreme. The problem is the other side are so delusional that then it makes us we have to go at them with vim because they don't want to listen. They don't want to have a conversation. When we're on panels with them, they start interrupting us. They don't want to listen to us. They always want to label us every single time we make a point. They can never concede when they're wrong, ever. When we told them not to have chest against PSG, When we told them, shut up about pray for Bayern because we don't have a good record against Bayern, they don't want to listen, bro. Shane, views, there's loads. You know what I mean? Big up the whole man them. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. We don't have a fan base that can look at things objective. Everything has to be a fairy tale. Everything has to be amazing, even when they have no factual evidence to believe that. And this is the problem. Certain other fans, I can't speak about all of them, but like, you know what I mean? They don't have these extremities, so they're able to do that. They don't have these extremities. And this is the problem with Arsenal fans. So it's hard for me to root. Listen, I don't hate Igal, but Igal can never concede when he's wrong. Igal doesn't stick to what he says at the start of the season. He'll predict Arsenal winning the league, and then at the end of the season, he won't hold him accountable. When he said he's good enough to win the league, he'll be like, oh, well, but give him another year. This is the problem with my fan base. So it's hard for me to get behind these guys. Then you've got Rory talks rubbish, talking nonsense, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Talking absolute bollocks, bro. And this is the problem. Arsenal fan base doesn't allow you to have a middle ground, because even when you try to approach them, and I've gone on various shows trying to, and if you go back here, this is the thing, yeah. If you go back to all the panel shows I do, when it's me and other people, like even me and Stricto as an example, me and Stricto fell out because he didn't let me, he started telling me I can't have an opinion because I don't go to games. This is the type of nonsense I'm hearing from my fan base. Him and some other woman, I can't even remember that idiot's name anyway. Both of them are cutting me up. When they're talking, I was quiet. When I started speaking, cutting me up. Oh, no, but no, let me land my point, bro. Let me land my point, and then you can rebut then you can have your opinion. But that don't happen with my fan base. As soon as they hear any criticism, oh my days, what are you talking about? Oh my days. And this is the problem. This is the problem. I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, having conversations with these people. The reason I go at them is the disrespect they show me when I go on panel shows with them. And then when I get more amped up, then they can't take it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you want to go low, I'll go even lower. Do you know what I'm saying? Pause. And then they don't like it. And then they play the victim. And that's what I don't like about the Arsenal fan base, bro. And a lot of them, they're not really genuine. They just want to do it because it gives them a certain level of popularity, or they get a certain amount of money. They're not being genuine in their opinion. They're going with what's going to get me views, what's going to get me clicks, and everybody wants views and clicks. But bro, you should have a level of integrity and a level of love for your club, that what you say is truly what you believe is best for the club. Not delusion, not because you want, you just want to go with you're just looking at it as a numerical thing that I want to get the most views. And that's why I don't respect my fan base as a whole. Obviously, there's a section of the fan base like me that I love, but as a whole, I don't respect this fan base because they don't hold players, manager, owners. They don't hold people accountable. They'll rather hold me and my opinion more accountable than the manager lacking and failing to win a major honor. They'll rather hold me accountable than the manager. They'll rather criticize me than criticize the manager. They'll rather criticize me than criticize the owner. They'll rather criticize me than criticize players that are not performing. I just don't respect it. I don't respect it. Do you know what I'm saying? You're right. After the Athletic game, you were happy that your concerns about the game didn't happen. It won't happen on the other side. It won't, bro. It won't. That type of, it don't happen with them. And this is why they're unbearable. This is why they are unbearable. Do you know what I'm saying? They are unbearable. The ones online anyway are unbearable, bro. Most of them, not all of them, most of them.
This is the worst thing that can happen.
No, I know. It's giving you PTSD. Like, the mic was muted, people. I don't think to myself, you know what, cool. Take a deep breath. We go home. Take a deep breath. We go home. We go all the way back to the car, which is another 20 minutes away. Yeah. Cool, we do it at home. Yeah. It's no problem, man. We won the game. I'm happy United won. Yeah. You don't say hold that, by the way. But I'm happy with the game won. Then I went home. Yeah. For some reason, you're going. I went, boom. Let me practice looking at the lights. When I'm doing the roundabout, or I'm doing the early days of the London Clubs Carnage, or you can eat Chelsea, or whatever it is, you've got to have the belief that the reviews are getting 1K. Yeah. The reviews are getting 1K. Chelsea versus Rennes, Champions League, Frank Lampard, sitting at the desk, apple juice, laptop, Yeti mic, 1K. 1K. It's all good.
And But where did that self-belief come from?
I like the 1Ks with about 300 comments.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's good. No, I ain't gonna
engagement.
Whoever gets 100, let me give you an example. If you get 1K with about 300 comments, I'm telling you, you're onto something. You will go places.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you now, guys, stick with it.
It doesn't matter about the volume, or not the volume. It doesn't matter about the reach necessarily. It's about engagement.
If you're getting 300 comments,
bro,
for a K video,
the likes as well.
Likes,
big thing. And if you didn't even ask for them, even better, because then we're getting a real good metric of
right.
This is what I've got so much to talk to you about.
No, let's go.
But it dawned upon me. I was like, last season when I was making certain things, I was like, I'm not looking at the views.
Yes.
I'm looking at the likes.
Yes.
The likes is the new thing now.
Yes.
When I go to Kazakhstan, the likes.
Oh yes.
Like, you can get different types of 70K, different types of 100K. But the likes...
It's funny how you say that,
bro.
It's so soon.
It doesn't... Like, you can make content and it can get you 100K, or you can make this type of content and get you... Just 200Ks are not the same.
Bro.
Just like the 100K on TikTok is not the same 100K as on Instagram. Just 100K on Twitter is not the same 100K on YouTube. These are different 100Ks. This is different levels of audience retention, watch time, engagement, interaction. When I dropped that Kazakhstan 70K, I was more proud of that than I was of the Arsenal 5-1 drumming, 100 and whatever. Because, bro, I know why they're there for that one.
No.
It's a laugh at me.
Yes.
But that trip to Kazakhstan where bro, they loved it. And I was just like, yo, that's the pride and the proudness that you're feeling. But what you touched upon there was self-belief. Where did that self-belief, was that... Because you said you were nervous at the beginning.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that self-belief wasn't there before YouTube.
No.
I think comparison is the biggest killer of joy. And I know we all do it because men are competitive. We are competitive. We want to be the best. We believe that we're the best. And you want to be the best and everything else like that. But I do think to a degree it's the killer of joy and the killer of seeing what you've got. I hear what they're saying. I think the engagement is extremely important on YouTube, because if YouTube get the sign of a lot of likes, a lot of comments and stuff like that, it gets recommended more, the video goes further. I've seen it. I've already noticed it myself. You know, when you get more engagement, more comments and stuff like that, it just boosts the algorithm to show it to more people. And I think as long as you're doing what you need to do and you're adjusting the things that you need to do and tweaking the things that you need to do, I think it will come. You know what I'm saying? Being authentic and the hard work and stuff like that, I think, you know what I mean? Like, it will come. You know what I mean? I remember when, how it gradually grew for me, and it was just work rate, sticking at it. You know what I mean? Getting the right topics, getting the right, do you know what I mean? The right things, and all of that grows. And there's times where, one thing Rance told me, and big up to Rance. I remember Rance told me this. He's like, sometimes you'll grow fast and sometimes you'll grow slow. Just keep at it. This was one time me and Rance did a show, big up to Rance, when we did the show on his channel. And he just said to me, sometimes you'll grow fast, sometimes you'll grow slow. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. And it's true. And it's true. Sometimes, it's just the traction is not around certain themes around your club or certain type of things like that, or just how it goes. And then other times it just goes, shoo. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. But you just keep that work rate, that when it hits, and you just continue, boom, 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 show after show after show. And that's what you do anyway. That's what you're always, you know what I mean, putting in that work anyway. So yeah, man, it's one of them ones where it is what it is, man. It is what it is with this platform, man.
I had to gain that along the way.
I was always a funny guy. Don't get me wrong.
In school,
I was a funny guy.
What was the maddest thing that happened in school for you? Like, what was as a student?
Being called cheesy. That was my nickname. My cheesy was my nickname.
Why?
Because I had a cheese sandwich for the first week of school. But the hot meals were so busy, man.
No, he's cool.
I know.
Everybody's calm. I've had Nini on this channel. I've had George Benson. I've had you Flex on your own channel.
Yes.
You doing like weekly videos. I would have loved for you to you guys, because it's football and it's opinions. No one died.
Nah.
No one committed a crime in terms of either side. You guys should be able to. And again, I know I sound like I'm a peacemaker, but I'm like, sometimes it's like parents fighting. I chat to Flex on a weekly. I chat to you on a weekly. I chat to KG on a weekly. I see you guys. I'm like, yo, why is everyone fighting? Can we not be peaceful? Yeah. But I'm like, from my perspective, again, I'm looking from a content. I'm looking from a viewer's perspective, an audience perspective. How nice would it be for you guys to just do a stream or a video, and you guys just kind of like talk about it a little bit, and then it's like.
The content was never made to make it a talking point, but obviously that's where I'm naive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas I'm thinking, yo, this goes out online and nobody sees it. Come on, bro, man. It did, I think, the live stream did like 50k views. It was meant to be about 10 to 15 because it was international break.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be a crazy like show. So then obviously, you got to put into account, people have a viewpoint of what their channel is.
It's like their baby.
It's like their baby.
So you kind of almost
and I saw
it as an attack on their baby.
And that's where I accepted that. I didn't retaliate. I didn't even put out another statement. I could have milked that shit, you know. I could have went, yo, this channel cooks me for this.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what I'm saying. There's views there.
But I didn't do that. I just kept it moving. And that just shows you where I'm never in it for the clout, bro. Because I just feel like for me, what I say, I move away. That's it. I don't want to make drama. I don't want to make this thing idea of da-da-da. I'm not there to do that. And this is the misconception that people think you're in it for the clicks. I'm like, not only is YouTube about clicks anyway, if you don't click, there's no content. So you do need clicks. But this idea of like clicks, I don't really need it, bro. Like I'm making content regardless anyway. If you say I get views only by this, well, I'll show you that we get views by this. So,
and there's different types of clicks, like we've already spoken about.
There you go.
You don't want every type of click.
There you go.
Because they're not all equal.
They're not all equal.
And whatever you choose to build, or whatever direction you choose to take your channel in, that is the direction that you can change it, and you can
of course.
You can definitely retrain your audience to think differently about how you upload or how many times you do it. But if you go so far down a route that gets you clicks in a certain way that you don't necessarily enjoy, you don't necessarily even respect what you're putting out, you're going to get bored of it, or you're going to get tired of it, or you're going to have a lot of regrets about the work that you're putting out there. And then when you try to circle back now to bring it back to what you actually want to do, no one's going to care, because the subscriber base and the audience that you built is not for what you want to do, not what you love. So my audience are very understanding of the fact that I like to do skits. So they tend.
I agree with this. Like, for me, there's nothing I regret doing on this platform. I built this channel on honesty, on cooking, you know what I mean? Football cookings, football debates, talking about football the way I see it, talking about the club the way I see it, talking about what I'm not happy with my club the way I see it. And I'll never do a 360 on that unless this club becomes successful. If this club becomes successful, then yeah. Because all of a sudden, yeah, I can say, you know, we're champions and this and that, because we are champions and we've won the league, or we won the Champions League, or whatever the case may be. But I think, yeah, like, I think your audience already knows. I think it's important to build an audience. You know what I mean? You can't just do a 360 like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody on this channel already knows North is going to be unapologetically himself. He's going to say exactly how he feels. He's going to cuss players if he feels he needs to cuss players, or the manager. He's going to speak honestly. He's going to critique his club honestly. And when I talk about the rivals, I talk about them fairly. I give them fair critique, and I tell them where I don't think they're doing well, or what I think they're doing well. And I just keep it honest, no matter if I'm talking about Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, Man United, Man City. I just keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? And that is what I wanted to create. So when it comes to me, I don't regret cooking anyone. I don't regret putting anyone as a thumbnail. Everything I did, I feel like, was justified by their nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So I just yeah, I think I couldn't do it another way. Like, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it. If I don't like certain people, I'm gonna say it. I remember Dan Potts told me, big up to Potts. Remember Potts told me, he goes, "Oh, North, like, big up." You know, that's my guy. But he was just like, I wouldn't do it the way you do it. And I'm like, because we got different personalities. Like, I like to call things out if I see it. You know what I mean? I like to say how I what I think. You know what I'm saying? I like to whatever. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to get all these top gooners on my channel anyway. Like, I didn't mind having a conversation, but most of them I already know what they're like. They're snidey and they're sly anyway. So I didn't really respect them. So I never really wanted to get all of these men on my channel anyway. Like, I don't mind them, but do you know what I mean? Most of them I already know it is what it is with most of them. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think for me, when I'm pissed off with Arsenal, I'm pissed off, and I'm gonna say exactly how I feel, the way I want to say it, because that's just how I am. Do you know what I'm saying? If I see nonsense about we couldn't win the league because the Queen died, I'm gonna call it out and I'm gonna talk about it. Because that's just how the way I am. Do you know what I'm saying? If I don't like something, I'm gonna call it out because that's just the way I am. It's just who I am. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna call it out. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I just feel like I hear it. You know, I've seen certain people do a 360 all of a sudden, you know what I mean, on their channel and stuff. And I just think, well, people didn't connect with you because of that. And now you're trying to switch it up. It's people start seeing you're not genuine. You know what I mean? My opinion doesn't change. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I don't get clipped up like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people can't call out my opinion because my opinion is consistent no matter where I go, whose platform I'm on, no matter who's on the show, doesn't matter. My opinion's the same. Do you know what I'm saying? And because it's my true, authentic opinion. And I think viewers are not stupid. Like, they're just people that are watching you that don't have their own channel maybe, or sometimes they do. They can see when it's not authentic, when it's not you, when you're pandering, when you're just, you know what I'm saying? And I think you get sussed out real quick on the internet. You know what I mean? When you're on the fence, or when you're, you know, sometimes I take her in, sometimes I'll take her out, and all that. You get clocked real quick on this platform, man. People clock you real quick, and they will see that you're playing a game, and you're going to get sussed out real quick, which is why the top gooners, they're afraid. You know what I mean? They're very afraid to agree with anything I say, anything Lee says, anything Jez says, anything any of us say, because they don't want to be associated with us. So they just be wrong and strong. And this is why they get cooked at the end of every season. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones, man. I think you have to build your channel as to how you are, being authentic, being yourself. When I don't like something, I cuss people. It's a Portuguese thing. It's an Angolan. It's actually an Angolan thing. You get cussed, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get cussed. If I don't like something, I'm cussing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm dissing it. I'm saying what I got to say. I am Angolan. This is how we are. You know what I'm saying? We don't like something, we say what we got to say. You don't like it, tough. That's my opinion. That's what I got to say. Do you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But I never built my channel doing something that I know I'm not going to consistently be like, because I'm just being me. Do you know what I'm saying? And some people love it and some people hate it. But I look at it like this. I'd rather have 20K that love my content and love my honesty than have 100K and I'm lying through my teeth and I'm pandering and kissing ass and tiptoeing and being fake and having to do the same work rate. Nah, man. I'm not on all of that, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that desperate for I'm not desperate for flipping people to like me. Nah, bro. I'm just me, innit? And if you like me, cool. If you don't like me, cool. You don't have to like everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Cool. But at least I'm telling you my honest opinion. When me and Rashid are in Shoreditch, yeah, and man them like, yo, North, what you saying? Every man that see me in real life say, yo, the same shit you say here, same shit you say online. Why? Because I just say my fucking opinion, bro. I'm not saying things to just come across a way or to do something a way. Like, nah, man. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got that. What's the point? I'm a man. I'm a 33-year-old man. You think I ain't gonna stand on what I say? Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm gonna stand on what I say, man. I ain't gonna be there like a kid, like, oh, I want everyone to love me. Like, this whole social media got a lot of men moving hella feminine, bro. Stand on what you gotta say. Do you know what I'm saying? Stand on what you gotta say. I told my ex, if you're not gonna respect me, then it's done. I stood on job, we're done. That's it. I stand on what I say, even though it broke my heart, even though it hurt me at the time. Sorry, you don't respect me as the head, potentially the head of one day of a family. I can't be with you. I can't be with no woman that don't respect me. Are you mad? Don't matter how much I care, because respect is number one. And without respect, I'm not trying to rekindle nothing with you. I ain't trying to be with you. I ain't trying to nothing. Without respect, there's nothing. Do you know what I mean? If you don't respect me, then cool, you can go, because I'm not gonna be one of them man that are in the Iceland aisle or in the Asda aisle and getting disrespected. Everybody's like, yo, nah, it's not gonna be me, bro. That can never be me. Do you know what I'm saying? Disrespect will not be tolerated. You get me? Nah, man. But yeah, no, but it's true, bro. But like, at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. Got to stand on what I say as a man, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? As a man, I'm not fumbling my words. You ain't twisting my words. I'm saying exactly what I say, exactly how I feel it, and it is what it is. If Zubamendi's been crap, I'm gonna tell you he's been crap. If Gyökeres ain't performing, I tell you he ain't performing. If Eze ain't performing, I'm gonna tell you he ain't performing. Now I'll tell you reasons why. I'm not just gonna say why. Like, oh, they've been crap. I'll tell you why. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But it's the times that we live in, man. People are very wolves in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
To receive it very well. Okay. They know how to try different things, so they like to see new things happening. If you don't train them to like what you like, then you've built the wrong base and you've built the wrong audience. You built the wrong audience. If you ever come to the point where you look at your audience, you're like, yo, these people ain't even my people. You're finished. You're finished, bro. I swear down. Yo,
you're finished. You're finished, bro. You're finished.
You don't like
that's worse than having no audience at all,
bro. Like, that's so true, you know, because once you like, they don't even understand what you're making. Because I love it now that when we do stuff, they know what's going on. Yeah, they know like what type of comments to make. I love that the comments are like
tell the jokes similar.
Tell, like the jokes are good. I just love the fact that they get me, man. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Because if they didn't get me, and they were just cussing me all the time, and they were just saying, nagging about me.
But they didn't get your sarcasm.
They didn't get my sarcasm. Oh, you're doing this. Like, I've never had that, bro. I've never really got, like, apart from maybe sometimes where I might be talking a bit loud or I'm a bit over-passionate. But other than that, bro, I've never had, like, I hate you. I don't like you, Saeed, in terms of, like, you're making this bad. Like, bro, you subscribe and you also follow my journey. You should know who I am.
Yeah.
And that's something that I love, man. Like, you know what I mean? The fact that they know your personality traits. It's amazing, bro.
No,
I love it, man. I love it.
Nah, it's true, man. It's true. When you got the chat and that people are on your vibe and you can disagree and you can agree, you can have banter, like, do you know what I'm saying? That's people that really F with you. Like, I get cussed more from you, man, than I do from any other content creator. Do you know what I'm saying? You man are always like, look at this guy, cussing my name, cussing my hairstyle, cussing who I look like. Like, it's true, bro. It's like when you're around friends, like real friends, and you lot like have that friendly banter, and you lot like, you know what I'm saying? You lot have certain jokes, or you lot have certain disagreements and stuff like that. That's what it's about, man. Like, if you can create that online, then you're winning, man. Like, every day is like chatting to the chat is like chatting to the man them. Do you know what I mean? And you man keep it 100. I remember I've had match reactions where certain man would call me out, like certain of you guys were like, yo, North, I don't agree with that point. Yo, North, I don't agree with that point. No, that player played well. And I'm like, yo, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. So it's one of them ones, man. Like, it's one of them ones, man. But listen, big up to Matisse, big up to Saeed. Both of them dropping gems, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We're going to redirect to Lee for his 7-year anniversary of his channel. I will be jumping on, but I'm going to have a blem first because I need to have a blem. Got a bit of a stomachache. Don't know what's happening. But yeah, I'm going to jump on in a bit. Northside raid on the way in, and I'll see you guys there, bro. Love, love, love. Northside raid.